تيو وشلاو بريثا سبرا قد مايل أوريتا بارخمار. ويوا أبرم برتش أو تش إيشن كد بش لخزيا مرية أبرم ومير طالي. أنا وان الشدي آلها شبور قامي هويد لموما وبد أوذن قول بيني وإلخ وبد مزيدنه كبيرة لحد مبل أبرام اللي تبثواثي ومحكيلة أمي ألها ومير طالي ولا أنا بمقيما قول دي أمخ وبدهاود بابا تعم كبيرة ولا بايش قاخرتا قرية شمخ أبرم إلا هاوى شمخ أوراهم مسببتكم أوذنخ بابا تعم كبيرة وبد مفرنخ ومزيدنخ كبيرة لحد وبد ياونخ تعم وملك من خاصخ بتبلطي بد مقيم قول دي بيني وإلخ وبين زرخ من بثرد منك الدار ديي قول والأبد وبدهاون طالخ ألها وتزرخ ومن بثر منك وبدياون طالخ وتزرخ ومن بثر منك أرد مع عمر ديخ كلها أرد قناعين يرث والأبد وبدهاون طلي ألها ومير ألها توراهم آية انطور قول دي آية وزرخ ومن بثر منخ الدار ديي آذي لقول دي ادنطروت بيني وإلوخن وبين زرخ ومن بثر منخ دمطهروت كل أرزا ومطهروت بصرد أرلثوخن وآذي هاونيشن اتقول بيني وإلوخن ومير ألها أورام وسري بختوخ لقارت الشمة سري إلا سرى هاو الشمة بيد مبرخنا وهم بديا ونطالخ منا برونا وبد مبرخنا وبدهاو تعم وملك دعم مني بدهاوة ومبل أوراهم اللي تبثواثي وخكلة ومير بلبي تبرد شنة بدهاو برونا ينسرى برتتشئي شنة بد مهوية ومير أوراهم تألها خوزي إشماعيل خاي قامخ مير ألها تأوراهم بحقوثة سر بختوخ هوية طالخ برونا وبتقارد شمي اسحق ومقيما قول دي امي قول دي الابد والزري مبثر مني ولد اشماعيل كمشى منخ ولكن برخن ومفرن كبيرة لحد تريس الريشان بدمهوه وبدياون تعم لابا وقول دي بدمقيما امد اسحق ادمهو يطالخ سرة مخ آذي زونا شاتا خرتا كد خلصل من محكوي امي يرمل ألها من أوراهم ونبل أوراهم الإشماعيل بروني والكل هو يبيثي وزوين بزوزي كل أرزة من ناشد بيثد أوراهم ومطهير بصرد أرلوثي بقاود آذي يوما دخد محكيلة امي ألها وأوراهم برتشا وتشئشنا ويوا كدم طهير بصرد أرلوثي وبقاود آذي يوما مطهير أوراهم إشماعيل بروني والكل يناشد بيثي وكل هو يبيثي وزوين بزوزي وهم يالد نخراية مطهرة أمي ونصلي شلامة عمان. شما عزيزة ام شونيل الرحمد مريا ام حسيثة بختزرت مواليد 86 ام حسيثة ديانا نجيب جلو بدها راز دقورت ديا صبر 3 شابة السلم خشكة من ايتد مريوسب بمديد ديتروي وبثر دق تعزيتا ابقى ودرهر الشانن دوا كونتري كلاب. محسيث نجي دايانا نجيب جلو دي لبرات محسية نجيب جلو بدها راز دقورت ديا صبر 3 شابة السلم خشكة من ايتد مريوسب بمديد ديتروي. هم مشونين الرحمة مريا محسيا اد شاب زورا محسيا اد جونا نيكولاس عبرو بدها راز دقورت دي صبلة 3 شاب السلم خشكة من كاتدرائية دي مدلهم. محسيا اد جونا نيكولاس عبرو دي بروند ريموند عبرو وجوليا كوبانن ودي لأخونة بريسيلا ونادين عبرو بدها راز دقورت دي صفرة 3 شاب السلم خشكة من كاتدرائية دي مدلهم. هم مشونين الرحمة مريم حسيث نصر مروق عنكاوي اديم خشكة راز دقورت دي بس إلى تعزيتها دهب قاود رهرة ريجن سيمانر والإشوى بعاصرته. حسيث نصر مروق عنكاوي دي لباقت دم حسية غانم عقوبي عنكاوي دي اللي يمد محسية حسيث التغريد عنكاوي محسية درغد عنكاوي نشوان فان واندي جاك ورودي اديم خشكو راز دقورت ديا بسيلة تعزيتا دهب قاود رهرة ريجن سيمانر والإشواب عاصرتهم. ألام حاسيلا ويا ولا ملكود دشمية وشما عزيزة بن يوماث قديش ديوهم محظورة تأيذ بيال مارن من تم الخشابة مشوريلا بقاو الشاوعة بقاو الموسم الصوبارة بشارة يعني ديوهم محظورة بن أربع خوشبواثة تأيذ بيال دخل بقاو الصوم رابك محظروخ تأيذ قيمته وناشي مصيمي وكمصالة بشكابر هم هذا خبقاو الأثواقد بن خوشبواثة ديوهم محظورة تأيذ محضرخ لبواثن تدهاوى ايشو حاضر تدآثي وآور اللبواثن دخلت بشلهويا بقبيثة بيث الحيم قمت رئل بشنة هم تدهاوى هويا بقاود لبواثن كل شقلوخ بقاود راز القربانة بيوم دئيذا سو بقاود ان يوماثا قروخ بشكابر الجيبد مريا لها بقاود سلوثة وبشمنتة وتياوثة وعواضة طاوة تدهاوخ بسقوثة حظيرة تأيذت بيلده.
تانثت آلاها وفرت كل برياثا شرين بناثا بشلم اخواثا شايت انسان صورة ربنا شوثا هيوت السغد خنال هيوت السغد خنال بي هيوت سغد
وهم شماعة عزيزة بتخرخ بقاود صلواثا تلميذ السمنير نمير منرة يوم دخوشابة خمشة بيرخة بدهاو السيمة شماشة وبديقنا شماشة شليحاية قاود ايتد مرقدي بقاود مديتد اوك بارك بقاود راز رابة تريسر وبلقة مصالح النيتي وكلي انديلا بدراسة ومحظور جياني تخايد كهنوثة وبريشوثة يقرد خونا نمير نرة ادهاوس يامي لدية تشمشوثة قم كهنوثة يوم دخوشابد آثة تريسر وبلقة بقاود ايتد مرقدي بمديتد اوك بارك يا مطمر يا ملكثة كهنة مصارين بدالا وشماع عزيزة خاثة لولو حلاق من سان دييغو بكاليفورنيا بتاويلة سفرة روحانية المكسيك عذراء غوادلوبي يوم 8 بيرخد تريسر واليوم 13 بيرخد تريسر December 8th to December 13th trip to Mexico for Our Lady of Guadalupe Shrine. ايمت كي بالشاق المعلومات لو اردوكثا يبدو مخابر 619-208-8098 قاخرته 619-208-8098 يا عذراء غوادلوبي مصالم بدالا وشماع عزيزة خاثة لولو حلاق تكوذا سفرات كبيرة بتاويلة سفرة البرتغال اسبانيا لورد ايطاليا اورشلم قدس وتركيا من يوم الأسرة بيرخد إير واليوم قماية بيرخد حزيرا سفرة روحانيتا خاثلولو حلاق من ديترويت ومن ميشيغان إباد آثا البرتغال اسبانيا لورد ايطاليا قدس وتركيا خو اسري يوماثا من May 10th till June 1st ايمت كي بالشاق المعلومات لو اردوكثا يبدو مخابر 619-208-8098 قاخرته 619-208-8098 وكشي قلنا خو بشلامة مني أنا جونيور عصام يوحنان جواد. Thank you and have a great show.
Live from the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort Studio in Farmington Hills, Michigan, it's the John Zia Oram Show.
شد مردوثة البايد شن بلا خيون بث نهرين معمورين شلامة وحباب براسي وين كلذانا يا كلذانا يا يا ذيماني ون قوك ثاود زونا أتامي ون قوات القهوة خيري ون ما شما بشرب مشمي ما دم بش صبيان دمي ما أمثد ليلة لم كمي كلذانا يا كلذانا يا معموري ون وبرجد باب البنية ون قانون دخاية درية ون بش منك ما بقيلد ما حيلي وش ما دخن دقاريلي آوا مثلو أنا خيلي كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا يا برونة أمتي جبارة أمت خوال اللخ بسفارة مرمتش محباورة كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا
شماية عزيزة بشكالة جان زيا أورم إلى نمبر 1 شو.
أنا ملبانة يلدا قلة قدار نشلامي قمايا تأخوني جان زي أورم وقدار نشلامي خنة زودانا الأخواتي سالم جدو وأخواتي وأخوني جان يلدا خوشابو تتهاوى بصيخ أمه وآي قصيدة زين أمرنا دها إلى تجان زي أورم بس وأني بتواب معه
مقبول.
يا جان زي أورم يا قورة الزونة خاثة يا جان زي أورم يا قورة الزونة خاثة اكطلب طالو صاخوثة وبيثة ملي بركاثة مريم حاسيل بابوخ مر حبة ومر طاواثة تولي أمخ كم خازنخ قورة نيخة ومكيخة اكشقلت وكياود بهديوثة بعيانة ولبخ بصيخة مرية بتهاوي أمخ وعمرخ بتاوي يريخة بس قالت كم شارت بلوشانة بابا وساوة إيشع وتلميذ دي بقاوت سورة محكاوة كالداي كم يقريلخ لذشولة رابة وطاوة طالخ كياون هوناي يا جان زي أورم كهند إيتا كم يقرت يلباند روح دايم مريا إيل بعيانوخ بصلوثة ديمة مريم مريا إيل بعيانوخ بصلوثة ديمة مريم وكشوقنوخ بشلامه
I'm Mario George Zoma.
This is Brooklyn Marie Hadir Yaldo.
I'm Isabella Alos.
This is Abigail Rita Hadir Yaldo.
I'm Grace Davish. Welcome to the John Zia Oram Show.
I'm Maxwell Munder Zoma. Shlama.
Shlama Maxwell, Kaka loves you. Shlama Locha Kawata Khatwato. Happy Thanksgiving. Alam Hasela and Nashizilla Minna, Nahona Junior Jwad. We walk a treyome, Dere Hurtega Toronto, Au Hussein Papa Bawa, Ubraj back Khashman saying Nabraja because you're the Matran Khath of Toronto, Ziatham Iraq. So December 14th, Paul. Right?
Yes.
You Shamasha, ain't you? Like sometimes Shamasha?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, you're part-time. So إديو تنشولا موخو محكو قصة سورة بإنجليزي لا محكو الأمريكان بإنجليزي بشمي. Marvin, come this way. There you go. So it's two young Chaldeans coming up قارخلا because أنا on three عمر العمري. كنت كنا بعمري I used to do same thing and I used to do show in English when I was their age. A bunch of stations at the same time, as most of you know. So Yochamochadi was Shetha Bishwa. Thank you, Achona Yeldo. Thank you, Junior Jwad. And thank you for coming over to say hi to Uncle John, but you wanted a favor, so I did it anyway. I tried to do it, Junior. Junior is my man. So Salo to Achona Junior at the Cheshwan of Qetadatha, the like almost what he told me be like Paligat Kasha, then it be good.
So Paish
I'm glad you're speaking for Junior now. I like that, Paul.
So Paish Sima Hopet Yakna, it's
right.
You know, you
That's
see
Khwat
Shamash Salim the Klawish I Horara Hadach. So Paish Khwate, I'm not sure if Paish Sima
they have that black
yes.
rope on. It looks like. He said the summer. The next summer is real like
the summer he'll be ordained a priest, Mera?
No, like almost there.
Yeah.
Then following he graduated with his master. And then he'd be the priest. But I don't know who's coming from Iraq for the... He's like in charge of this new bishop over there coming to Toronto for December 14th.
I'll be there.
I'll get you a seat, Paul. I'm not going with this Corona stuff. I am citizen of both countries. I'm going back and forth anytime I want. So you listening to me. Hi, Danny Thwaney. It was good talking to you. I know you're watching us. So it's Marvin Jarbo. I'm a Gogi Jarbo, right? You like that?
Yes,
like
sir. That was nice.
Yeah. It was Paul Menny. With Faddis.
Yes.
I know my words.
See, you're knowing.
I know. And yes, Joe's Paul still on the phone. Kibet Gower, Au, Brony, Michael, and Jelutu Labrata, Brando. I makal amro. Why le tret lafti le kade be mara. So to them nothing that tocha khawtamo will negotiate a deal. Nothing nashe. Hey, wait, yeah, but khatwatho. Oh, khazokh yani. You're حاضر right, you're ready to get married. Damn, man, you competing with Michael now. So, Mazi Mahko Khidi Mochu, it's a new world, right? Robado de Genocho, but Corona. And a whole bunch of family members in the last couple of weeks of Corona. Everything is fine, thank God. And baby Zora, birthday Brony, well, Kulle Bashimi la good. Yemi Kamali Brony, I poor hot come show and Gawai. I at 98 years old, well, Mathaban. كانت ضيبه ياك كزالك جيلته كان خازق وشمشة قصة So she's good. And Kabira Minoch Kambak, really, thank you so much. And I love you guys for that. So, Kibach Mako Hidyu, Mila Biada young people, Dian. Next week, hopefully, Matuch, no, not the Dian. Tad Maka Mila Biada, because ila America, like you to nonum nathala business and you matho, like Barhadem nona. So, Mayut Liana Marvin Jarbo, it's a very good business. I haven't been there, but I heard it's a meat market, or what is it?
Yeah, we got.
Come a little closer to the. I like how you just chill out. You need to get to the mic, bro.
Okay, I'm here at the mic.
Yeah.
Well, in 2009, I ended up taking over a place in Canton on Joy Road.
What size is the property?
It's probably about maybe 3,500 square feet. It used to be like a regular meat market, but you know the Jarbo ancestors. Everybody basically, all of us are butchers.
لكي قصاو لكي
إلى كل قصاب
قصير أما يدك محكي شغل والطبارة قيس ولا قلاثي بيده.
That's the truth. So we took it to the next level. We're doing grass-fed beef, hormone-free, antibiotic-free meats.
Serious?
So we still do hanging cattle, just like they used to back in the day.
Oh my God! Did your dad and your grandpa did that?
Oh my God! All my grandpas, my ancestors. This is what we did back home. So I'm doing it here, and it's doing very well for me. You know, it's taken me through my life. Myself.
Just yourself?
Yeah, just myself. Yeah.
And
my dad's retired. You know, he's done with that business.
But did you deal with meat before 2009?
You know what? Before 2009,
or this is in your blood?
Yeah, it was in my blood. But we had liquor stores, so we had 3 liquor stores in there.
Well, the Jarbo, they drank a lot too.
Oh
in
my
there,
God,
right? I know that part. Those are my
if
guys,
If it wasn't
man.
eating meat, we're drinking.
Those are my. I know the Jarbo really. As you know, my uncle Naim Alam Hassi was married to Hasina Jarbo.
Oh yeah.
خاطر حسي دراكسي Sidisif and
The best guy at Oxy.
And I got a Khana Paul Many. Remember we said a couple weeks ago, no politic, but we kind of talking a little bit, you know, here and there.
Everything's politics.
Everything.
I can agree with that.
You can
from sports to weather
or
to
go to space or whatever. It's politics.
Yeah, just like how they say it's Vegas. Now it's politics.
It's
so
the truth, man.
It is.
Anything you open, any subject you talk, everything is politics.
Switches to that.
Huh?
Switches to that.
Yeah, whether it's family, whether it's business. It's
Siyasa.
Yeah, siyasa.
And
you know what? You got to live with it.
You got to
siyasa.
So, Paul, I know we've been off for a couple. You've been off. Where we have anything to go to? Well, not till December 14th, right?
Correct.
So what are you doing after politics? Don't talk about the election that you had. You will be back. I know you will. And if I had to move you to West Bloomfield, they're listening. It was all my council guys and the mayor. I going, well, move to West Bloomfield. You won at least 1 seat out of the 7 people I love very much, but somebody got to go. What have you been doing? You studying or?
So now I'm studying for real estate, getting my real estate license hopefully by the end of this month. Before I start again my semester in college, back again in January. So I'm trying to get everything ready, you know, by the end of this year, because, you know, I took everything off while campaigning.
So you learned a lot from Mawadluch. You learned a lot from that, Paul?
Learned a lot.
So what did you learn? I mean, why do I ask you a question before the radio? You answer me like 15 answers. When I'm on the air, you answer like 1 second. Yes, no, we learned.
I mean, you got to have learned
Tell
a
us
lot.
your story, Paul, a little bit. You were in seminary when you were young.
Yes.
A lot of people have heard you, but I got Marvin here, and I want to share this because I'm up to something no good today.
I wonder what it is. I'm trying to find out. I should be asking you the question.
I've been bored for a week. I didn't give anybody information. I decided to take off, spend the time with my family for a whole week, so I did. But I miss my audience, you know. I just keep coming back here. Now with this new corona, I have family members in Europe right now, in Dubai.
Omicron.
What is it called?
Omicron.
The new variant?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm scared to death of this shit. I ain't scared. You could shoot me, and I ain't scared of it.
They said there's. It was founded in South Africa. 77 cases have been reported, and there's 3 cases in Canada, and Israel is restricting access for foreign travelers for 2 weeks, and majority of some countries in Europe are restricting access. But I mean, Biden said today not to panic of this variant.
With his age, he probably meant something else. But Canada's going to close.
Canada.
I thought, when did Canada open back up? They
a couple
opened
weeks
it?
ago.
And then they're about to close again?
They have to
They only
because
have 3
Canada's a small
reported
country,
cases.
Marvin, and I lived there. He was raised there, my son and all the kids, and it's a very small country. It's bigger by land than the United States, but they're a little smaller than California population-wise. So they're afraid to lose their people. About 40% is foreigners because they can't have babies. They don't American and British or French di latamo. They can't produce workers. So they allowed their immigration to be more liberal, open. That's why they don't let a lot of Canadians in here to be U.S.
You
citizens.
just look at what happened in Australia, for God's sake.
Same thing happened there, but a little difference there. Here you got to come across the ocean.
That is why Canada is accepting a lot of refugees.
Well, because for
They have no
years, we
population.
moved there in '92, and they were short of people. Then they were 18 million. Then they're about 36 million.
I don't
now.
know. I can't live there, to be honest with you. It's too
Why?
cold.
Well, that's why they all go to Florida. They opened the border so that Florida needed the business. They spend about 200 million this winter. Canadians do, because there's no warm weather in Canada. So they go to Florida for the winter. Because they can't go. There's no. So what happened, they opened up the border for that reason, for a business part.
For people to come in and back?
To go to Florida for the winter. They have 50% of tourist population in the winter.
I got you.
Because they can't do like us, let's go to Hawaii or let's go to California, let's go to Arizona.
They don't have that luxury.
They don't have that luxury, but they have a beautiful country. And Emilio, my friend, lives in not Windsor, outside of it. He's on the air now with us, and I got your text, Emilio. So he's been living there, and he's trying to move one of his business here, so he can move to both countries. I got my citizenship both countries back in the 90s. I think it's going to come handy one day.
So even if you have a citizenship here in America and one in Canada, you can go back and forth, or just shut the border totally on everybody? How does that work by crossing? What if
Citizen, why I could do both. Citizen, I just did it. I drove Junior to Toronto for the year, and I could just go across, but I still got to take my test, 72 hours. Every person that arrives in U.S. So what the Canada did, you were right, on November 19th, they say any Canadian citizen goes to U.S. less than 72 hours, they don't have to take the test. They can come right back because they don't have American insurance. So it's costing them $350 a person to do a test. The ones we get free and we think is for nothing. So there was costing them $700 to go to Somerset Mall to shop.
Yeah, because if they have to test, it's
They have the test, they have to pay cash. So the Canadian government changed that November 19, says if you in the U.S. for 3 days or less, then you don't need to take your test. You can come right back based on the test you already took here.
But how about now if they're Canadian citizens, they want to come now, if they shut the borders down, they're not letting them out
They're
of
in
the
a lot
country?
of trouble. I dealt with American, and I told you the story a little bit on Bablo, and millions of dollars. It would have been devastating. What I felt bad, a lot of people say, oh, you lost Bablo. I didn't lose nothing. I walked away because I visioned one day I won't be able to deal in millions across the border. And what happened between Corona and March 2020 and what happened now, I would have lost my family, my money, because I sold to Americans and building Canadian. I never sold one piece of land to Canadians. I built it with their money because it was 55% exchange. So the border crossing people of big companies, I know them all very well, still do, very close to me. From Matt Collin, from GM, and all of them. And it's devastating.
But I'll tell you something, John. It was a blessing for some people, and it was unfortunate for some people, Corona.
But it's not about money.
No, like in general, just across the board, you know?
Well, I think it changed me. You're looking at a totally different person. I fly high.
It changed the way of life people live.
Change the way of life. I respect life more. I mean, I don't know how many times my son knows I should have been dead in jet skis and boats and flying small planes, and like you thought you were untouchable. It doesn't work like that. And little Corona could set you back, and you get. I think a lot of people got close to family more, and not Arachni Chaldean. Overall, I deleted and blocked over 700 phone numbers. I really don't have, like you said, Paul said, it's politics. I don't have no time to play this bullshit politics about life. And I tell a lot of people, if you're not vaccinated, don't come around me. I didn't ask you if you were vaccinated. You came around me. I'm already boosted. And I just don't want to be around a lot of people. My granddaughter had it. My brother was on the ventilator 94 days in California and San Diego.
But the problem is with our culture, we're such a tight-knit community.
We're
Hafla,
we very
that,
great. We are.
and we still don't care. Like it's a
We
lot
do
of people
care.
don't-
We have a lot of money, they think, and that money's going to bite you in the butt one day. It's not about that. Remember, we talked about me and you and Faiz Ayar was here and Paul. Money, as we always say, it very easy. ومن يخخني محكوخ لبسورة الشمي عايد كبن شمي.
Yep.
Many يخخني. Thela Nacha, like Faiz said, he worked like for $15 a day, or I don't know what do you say. I work for like
$3 an hour.
an hour. Well, yeah, 5 hours. I work for $5 a whole day. Okay, for a family member, by the way. My dad worked for 15 cents an hour in 1964 when he was here. So, could tell an acha lachamana lathwal chumindi shmul liacha. Why vaccine? You know who I'm talking to. About 300 of you that I know very well. Lela vaccine ayala. Corona could kmachya likiduch mila. Yemi herb damral yabroni mera ayala ila bimara. Or yala diala. Okay? That comes from home. My mom doesn't see outsiders. Lela hadachu mera hadachu mera. What Corona did, what Allah did. You could be affected in Detroit, or you can be affected in Dahok, or you can be in Erbil, or you can be in Baghdad. And that's what it did to Iraq when When Bush attacked Iraq in 1991, as John Oram, as you see some of the photos here, is not a show, it's really real photos. I was very involved in public life and politics in 74. So in 91, I was hot. I was ready to go. I was booming, right? 91, Ladaho, 2021. Okay, they're 10 times better because I'm smarter. And they used to tell me, where are you, from Iran? I'm talking about running around with a president in 91. Literally, running around Secretary of State in 91. Are you from Iran? Coming to Iraq later. When 91, 90 broke up, we were affected here being punished, and we were being punished there. And look what happened. We lost millions and millions of Sarai in Iraq. Was it a conspiracy theory? As Paul, many his friends said, Makom Khani, sometime about conspiracy. Was it this? It doesn't matter. It happened. It Tanashidi, especially Nantalkapnai, very dear to me. It Khona Australia, Khatha Paris, Yom Turkey, because of visas and immigration. They can't just, and we so Thela Nacha, we make a couple dollars, thank God, like you were telling your story, or Faiz, or Paul, or me. I went through 20 millions overnight, and it was like it was mine anyway. So, wasn't it easy? No. I had my mom and dad in my family that kept me going. It wasn't easy. My son was driving. My daughter, George's wife, was driving a Hummer and a 750 back then. That don't mean I was happy, but it was money. Yeah. What is happiness now with Corona is the love that you see around you. You really who you think of care. I tell people all the time, do not talk to me about Biden. That is, that was a very dear friend of mine for 30 years. I didn't get involved in the election because I got tired of the bullshit with Trump and Biden and Obama and Bush. Besides attacking, America cannot do anything for you. They're not going to help you with your visas. They're not going to help you with the immigration. They're not going to give you a grant to go back to Iraq like they do with Italia, Yugoslavia, Peru.
They want your tax money.
They want your tax money. They respect us. And we came here because of the Democratic president in the 60s, John F. Kennedy. He changed the law. With La Chabithaya, ones and twoies, and we sneaked through Windsor till 1949. There was no immigration booth going back and forth to Windsor. In Canada, there was no immigration. It was one border.
But John, that's what
I'm going to tell you. Sahara Africa, or Mongolia, as my dad used to say, and we can make water, we
Anything.
can make grass, we could open a
I swear,
business.
تلقلا سوراي إيك
But you got to be honest, and you know what destroys you? Pad. Relationship, friendship, family. When pad and family against family, that happens in my family. But we didn't fight like that. Some people, like other people, killed each other over it. Because كنا خراي كوري بعائلة. Kharwa Aila, because we were made to be brothers and sisters, not business people. So everybody looks at, oh, everybody's right. They can't all be wrong, and I can't be all right. Example. But you have to make that decision where the money. So you, like you, Marvin Jarbo, like Paul Mendy, you guys are our future, and don't follow everything. Follow the right thing. Okay? I'm twice as your age, probably 3 times his age. And that's my man here, Paul Mendy. And we have to do that. And I do this. If I can save one life, one. And I'm going to save one tonight.
You said that.
One. I'm fine with it. And I've been saying that since 74. And I'm blessed to help a lot of people, thousands of them. And I was downtown today. The guard was laughing. I go, what you doing here? I'm supposed to walk through the backwood like a badge or something. No, I'm just here to register in something. So I just want to talk to you. And Paul here, since Paul, how are you?
Good.
Zia Oram's texting me because is Paul going to say anything?
You know what, Paul? That real estate deal will be great for you. I'll tell you that much. It's booming right now. It's a market. Like, I mean, from what I've become buying into a store, I've bought shopping centers continuously, and they've just profited. It's the best business right now out there because it's all passive income.
You know who you're talking to. You're talking to a 26-year-old. It's a great
you know
advice.
What? He's
great
hungry.
advice.
He's hungry.
He's got, Paul, can you tell?
He's
That's
hungry.
my man. When he makes it, he'll give me a ticket.
One day I'll run for office. One day I'll do this.
Oh, my
one
God.
Day I'll do
You
that.
did. You came this close.
You got to keep
This
moving,
close.
man. Listen, you know what? You run for one thing. I always tell my kids, if you fail at something, you continue doing it till you succeed.
Life, you don't give up.
I don't give up. If I don't teach my kids this, they'll all be failures.
So you ran for office.
Ran for office.
And Marvin, I just heard you ran for. Are you running for what? Are you running?
You know what?
There's election?
It's an election this year for board of directors at Shenandoah.
And you
I
remember
ran last
there, right?
year. I didn't make it, but I'm running this year. You know, hopefully I'll get in.
Marvin Jarbo.
Jarbo,
Isn't
yeah.
it like I just filled up my ballot, right?
Yes.
Absentee ballot, right?
It gives you. Yep, it gives you.
See, I do
Absentee
it right.
ballots.
And I have to go to sale. Y'all do downstairs and give it to them, right? I think it's prepaid stamp, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a prepaid stamp that
Chaldeans
you're not
in
going to
that.
use. You're just taking it down to office. Tell
Well, no, it's
Sally
stamped.
Yeah, it's stamped.
Wow, put it on their counter.
Exactly.
I'll give it to Bert Kassab. You know that guy, Bert. He's something else.
He's a good man, Bert.
So you running seriously for?
I'm running. I ran last year. I didn't make it, but hopefully this year I'll make it, you know.
Why would people vote for you? Tell me, like I used to ask Paul for
You know
council
what?
of Sterling.
I'll tell you this much. For as long as I've been a member at Shenandoah, I met a lot of good people that became friends that became brothers to me. And you know what? I sat on the best social committee this year. Excellent people, guys and girls that I could name that tried so hard to make all our events great. There's so much to be added to already a great club.
For you, for a young man. Proud of you, yeah.
At the end of the day, what you believe in is some people say, why are you running, Marvin? Why is this?
That's what happened with Paul. You're right.
They said, why are you running, Marvin? What is this such a big deal? Maybe to other people it's not a big deal, but to me it is because I care about the members that are in that club, and I hear them. I'm there
Care about the people.
I'm there 5, maybe 6 days a week. My wife goes, that's your first home. It's not even your second home. I say because of every person I've ever met there has passion for the club. Sometimes there needs to be a voice to voice your opinion. Maybe sitting at the board of directors will give them another opinion.
Because you see it through your eyes now.
I see it through my eyes. A person that runs for this kind of position needs to know the club. Needs to be at
You know the
club.
pros and cons of the club.
Exactly. I hear.
Well, it's
what-
good he's volunteering to run.
Exactly.
I mean, geez.
I hear what the guys have to say, whether it's downstairs, upstairs, all around. Marvin, why is it this way? But maybe there needs to be a voice. You know,
It's a non-paying job.
it's an believe me, it's 100%.
Who's the president there?
Rod Kathawa.
Ooh, I love my Rod.
You know what? He's a wonderful guy.
Hey,
man.
Rod.
You know what? It's a hard job,
I love
man.
my Rod.
You're never
Hey,
gonna listen.
Rowdy. I didn't
Listen.
say bad, but don't listen to Nash. I'm saying good thing about
Listen,
you, bro.
it's a hard job, man. You're never gonna be a hero in that job, you know.
You know, there's a lot of volunteer to community. They brought it from destruction a few years back, a crash at 208,
course.
209.
It's a commitment.
And for you being a young man, I know there's other people running there. I get these ballots. It's a beautiful thing because my nephew Bert Kassab said to me today, he said, Uncle John, I said, there's 6 people running, I heard. And I didn't know you, just met you. And one of them was Marvin Jarbo. And I asked you to come on the air to talk about business and this and that.
And thanks for having me.
And thank you. And he said, Uncle John, at least there's 6 people running out of 1,000 members because years ago they couldn't find one. So Bert's kind of like their advisor.
I'll tell you this much: the elections used to happen.
Yeah.
3 would come in.
And 3 would.
3. There was no elections because nobody ran.
Nobody ran.
You know.
Because
You gotta have a passion for this
You
stuff.
got to have passion for it. And you ask me, you see all these, I guess, by photos that
You
describes
know what?
me who
They
I
are
am.
beautiful.
Well, nowadays there's a lot of new stuff in Shenandoah, the pool and everything.
You
But
know,
it's
there's
still
a
a
lot
girl.
more. Our demographics at Shenandoah have changed. It's younger generation.
Exactly.
You know, you have kids. It's not like before. Before there wasn't this many kids. You got guys that have 2 or 3 kids. They're running around. They're playing basketball. It's more of a country club setting, to where there's a lot more families.
Makes more family.
It's a lot
Plus
more
it,
families. If you go, I go to the dining room every Saturday with my family. It's consistent every Saturday. I see people, all different demographics now. Kids, before it was just couples or a man and a woman. Now it's the whole family that's in there, which is awesome because that's what we want to represent. You represent every age of the community. So
And everyone feels comfortable in there, no matter what age you are.
excellent place. You know, it's like you gotta love a place like that. It's like they've built a resort style pool. What they've accomplished with basically the golf court has become private.
Right.
So we're the only private
league and the
Chaldean
basketball there, I see
country
the
club
kids
in the world.
The only what?
The only private country club Chaldean in the world.
I know we lost the bank. We might as well keep the club. Chaldeans sold off the bank when they, crashed somehow, and I don't think they should ever make that mistake with the club. Or I think they do a great job, but change is good sometimes.
Change is good. Other perspectives are good. You take different age groups on the board. It helps. I understand we have lawyers and bookkeepers on the board, but sometimes you need businessmen on the board. You need a different perspective.
I love
on
your
the board.
passion. What drove me to this and try to help you. So if you guys listening to me, Nash, Frank, make sure Bird says he's voting for you. And we can vote for 3, right?
Yes.
So, and the difference here, Paul, we ran in Sterling Heights because only Sterling Heights can vote for you. Here, members can be from anywhere in any city, and they belong to the country club. We are behind Hudai. We follow the Jews. The Jews, 90% of my business is with Jewish. And I'm saying I'm more than honorary Jew. Everything they do, we learn from them. We bought it from Jews. Of
course.
We bought it. When I bought Bablo back in 94, Mike George says, don't buy the club, we're going to buy it. Because I was going to buy it from the Roth family. So I pay same price for a Bablo than they did back then for I think it's 153 acres, something like that, with the golf course, you know.
Yeah.
And I was looking for land because of Jam Sound, we were very busy. And I wound up, Mike and I and Bishop Brahim, going to look at the land with President of Comerica at the time. And I watched it grow. Then the crash came at 208. They survived it. I couldn't survive if I was in Canada still. I left at 204. I smelled trouble. So in 208, I had people crying and telling me they're losing their houses, their business. Couldn't afford $2,000 to Shenandoah to write a check or a credit card. I said, shit, man, I've been through that in 204. I already lived it. I used to say, what crash? Crash now? Because I crashed so hard in economy by 9/11. I survived 4 years after 9/11, but I couldn't keep going.
I'll tell you one thing, John. I don't think anybody didn't get hurt in that time.
Anybody?
That 2008 time.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot of
Everybody.
people.
Well,
because we were so comfortable, John. Everybody was spending.
you know why it was our first turn?
Yes.
Everything
Very
got
good
first,
point.
right? You ran first. You learned from it, right?
Exactly.
You know?
Everything's a learning curve.
So, Akhawatha Khatwatha, we have, we're going to take a break for a second. We have Marvin Jarbo, and we have my man, Paul Mendy. It looks like Marvin's going to run for some. You don't live in Sterling Heights, do you?
I don't. Farmington Hills.
Oh, you say you're not going to run against Paul.
No, man, I can't do that to him, man. I wouldn't do that.
He'll have a bigger advantage at Farmington Hills than me.
No, there's like 8,000 Jarbos on the Sterling Heights.
No, I know.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All my boys, man. All right, we'll be right back.
There's a sense of anticipation, electricity in the air. You think tonight is your night, and you're in luck, because here, a great time is a sure thing. This place is certified hot. This is Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Go on a hot streak unlike any other, with hundreds of the hottest slots, certified by their manufacturers to be set to the best paybacks guaranteed. Plus the hottest table games and sizzling live entertainment and nightlife. So why play at just any casino when you can play at the only casino and resort that's certified hot? This is your night, and it's time to experience more at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort.
Regency Manor Backwood Hall. تلفون 248-353-1133. السيد أمير نيجر مستعد لإقامة كافة مناسبات الحفلات والتعاسي وغيرها. مشهورين ومختصين بعمل الشاورما اللذيذة وجميع المشويات والقواضي والصواني المشكلة بأنواعها. جلسات ليلية ممتعة مع الأهل والأصدقاء من الاثنين وحتى الخميس من كل أسبوع. بار كامل من المشروبات الروحية. المحل واقع على الميل 12 ما بين تلغراف ونورث ويسترن هايواي. تلفون 248-353-1133 248-353-1133. ريجنسي مانر يرحب بكم.
Southfield Funeral Home, Jerry and Ferial Yonu, 12 Mile in Southfield for 37 years, 17 Mile in Rhine, second location. They do funerals, كل أمريكا, Michigan, كل ستيتات, California, Arizona, على لاوث, أمد كبة, خابر جيري and Ferial Yonu. West Side, 248-569-8080. East Side, 586-275-0429. 37 years in business. Price, quality, service, excellent. أي شو طلعتي شنة funeral home business. That's all they do. هراي لشولي. They're part of our community and we are part of them. 37 years. Jerry and Ferial Yono.
طمني يا دكتور دخلك شو صاير اللي
Ascension Medical Group. عيادة العائلة الدكتور باسل عبو بريخو، أخصائي في الأمراض الباطنية والأطفال والكوليسترول، والدكتورة مدى حكمة جميل، أخصائية في الأمراض الباطنية. يقدمون خدماتهم في موقعين ساوثفيلد وستيرلينغ هايت داخل المجمع الطبي للدكتور باسل بريخو على الميل 19 وماونت بالقرب من كنيسة الشهداء. كذلك يوجد داخل المجمع الطبي للدكتور باسل بريخو مجموعة من الاختصاصيين التابعين إلى هيئة أسنشن الصحية، ومن ضمنهم اختصاصية النسائية والتوليد بالإضافة إلى صيدلية ومركز للعلاج الطبيعي. للمزيد من المعلومات الحجز يرجى الاتصال على الهاتف 248-557-4443 248-557-4443.
say sorry, 'cause I miss him more than your body. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know I let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now?
أيلا شطرها انت بقتلك ما خامتا جوسو خشكد ليلي قجوان قيشد انت أيلا شطرها انت بقتلك ما خامتا جوسو خشكد ليلي قجوان قيشد
Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love cheap thrills. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love cheap thrills. I don't need no money as long as I keep dancing.
وربزلن قوم ديناتي ومنشيلن لنضاناتي دويقلن خسيتي خاتي وقداني وقلضاياتي وربزلن قوم ديناتي منشيلن لنضاناتي دويقلن خسيتي خاتي وقداني وقلضاياتي.
So hello from the other side. I must have called a thousand times to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter, it really doesn't tear you apart
تروح يا
anymore.
عاشورايا قبل بخري زكايا ليلة خطيتها ولقنايا عتتقاتل شورايا لبي بخبوغ بالهايا يقنك على هايا أخشى ما لا تخمهمنا أخسحت دومتا خايا.
All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah.
باقية ولو باقية لو 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 هاي باقية وباقية ولو باقية روشة لواتية باقية ولو باقية لو 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 هاي باقية وباقية ولو باقية روشة لواتية.
Gearing up like we own it. Unconfined, not controlling. Gypsy like, yes, we're moving. Shoulders ready, everybody shoot slow. Gearing up like we own it. Unconfined, not controlling. Gypsy like, yes, we're moving. Shoulders ready, everybody shoot slow.
باقية ولو باقية لو 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 هاي باقية وباقية ولو باقية روشة
Everybody shoot slow.
باقية ولو باقية لو 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 هاي باقية وباقية ولو باقية روشة
Everybody shoot slow.
بندي بند وهواري مو إليا مولاي بندي بند وهواري مو ليا مولاي طردن خان وكسري كاليم برقو.
Welcome back, Akhawat al-Khathar. Thank you, Juliana. You know, we love you. I shouldn't say I love you. I don't want people to think of something. Juliana is one of my best friends in life. She always calls me from all over the world. I call her no matter what event I would have. I bring Juliana.
That's my dad's favorite singer. He even brought her to my brother's wedding 10 years ago.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
My dad did. My dad loves her.
I took her to San Diego. My cousin got married, Kevin, Alvin's brother, and she was saying over there. But I talked to her a few weeks ago.
She got a legacy, man.
Well, I was going to bring her to another show I was having. Usually I have a show in Soaring Eagle. I got chewed out today because I'm not having another one. I'm not because of this corona. So, Khawatha Khatwatha, we have Marvin Gogi Jarbo. Alexi, you got to keep Gogi in there, bro.
Gogi, that's my dad,
Yeah.
man. That's my pride, my joy.
Yeah, and we have Paul.
Faris Menni.
I know, bro.
Even though my middle name's Yusuf, but
How'd you get Yusuf?
as my mom's dad's name, my grandpa. Because my grandpa never had a.
Oh, did you see that tape I sent you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We almost had a Mendy at our house, man. Woohoo! My nieces, when my nephew are putting the tape together, they're listening from the 70s and 60s when we were kids, you know. And now they're making it on the social, like, so we can all see. And we had a menu in the party one time.
Way before I was born.
That was way before you were born. We don't have any girls to give you, so you ain't going to be none of our kids. No,
He wants to get
so
you
Marvin,
married quick.
tell us a little bit about you started your business, and you got this supermarket. What is it called?
Eastern Market of
You
Canton.
don't. It's just called Eastern Market.
Eastern Market of
Wow.
Canton.
Where's that at?
That's on Joy Road between 275
Oh,
and
you
Hicks.
told me that. Oh yeah, I know that area real well.
Yeah.
I know
it's
that
the Canton area.
And you just bought it because Jarbo ila Qasao.
Yeah, this is what we do, man. We got to go back to our roots sometime.
So most Jarbo, they have a meat market with Chaldeans or Middle Eastern, right?
You know
You're gonna-
what?
Any Jarbo have regular Midkhwarde?
Ana kulle khwarela.
And they've
You
tried to
know
figure
what?
out where the hell you came from with that meat. They
Kulle
don't know that's
khwarela,
history.
lakatha, Gaby. But you know what it is? It's the type of meat. I'm a little far away from our community. خصة Canton لا تكبر سرعة تامة, man. إلى خوار, there's not too much Chaldeans.
It's a long drive,
It's a
too.
long drive, you know. They're
No,
gonna
but
go
you could still. I mean, the meat prices are crazy right now, right?
insane. When I used to sell ribeyes for $9.99, I thought it was expensive. I'm up to $15.99.
Just like that.
But I mean, at the same time, it all depends on the quality you want too. You could buy a choice ribeye. You could buy a select ribeye. It all
So I'll
depends.
buy a steer every year.
Yeah.
From the Amish up north.
We sell whole cows too.
You sell a steer.
We buy it.
The
You
13
order it
months
Monday. You get it on Friday.
steer.
Steer.
And how much? How do you sell it? By whole?
By whole, quarters, halves, whatever.
No, the whole steer. I can have two
Yeah,
freezer.
you can have both, no problem.
And I've been on the red meat strike, so I still have a lot of steaks, I think. And he won't eat nothing, but.
I mean, we process it all. We break it down to 1 pound.
And you sell it
packages.
by steer, or you sell it by
steer, and then we break it there.
the whole cow
The whole
or
cow.
steer?
Whole thing.
I like that. I'll
800
talk to you
pounds?
after the show. I don't want to know your prices. I mean, I don't want Paul listening to you. You know, like Ben Shemi
شكراً معلومات.
You know what I'm buying now, right? I'm buying camel milk. So I bought 4 camels.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to have them up at Stanich. I work very close with Soaring Eagle Casino for almost 8 years now. And thank you for the sponsorship, as usual. But I drink a lot of camel milk. You should focus on that a little bit at your store. That's the new and upcoming thing.
How does it
It
taste?
gets rid of nothing. It's regular milk. It knocked out my diabetes by
I got
50%.
the worst diabetes, man.
Oh, you got to drink camel milk. Go pull it up later. And I've been doing it for 3 months. My son will tell you behind the radio here, I bet I eat twice a day. I used to eat 10 times a day. No, I don't care. I
It
don't care about,
suppresses your appetite.
not only that, camels, you know, gachil and wekos camel camel.
Camel jockey.
No, like family, but camel is about an $8 billion market now. 8 billion worldwide.
Gumla.
Because Gumla, because when my sister was showing it, I was showing to her what the Gumla was doing just a month ago, and my mom, Tuto, Psidia, Camera Kodweo, Achona Khlasach, like me or Joe. Joe's always sick. I was always the wild one, right? Joe's always complaining about headaches and shit, even when he was 6 years old. And she said, Keohwala Halipet Gumla, all on her own, had no clue what she's watching. Man, I doubled my orders. And my mom asked me last night, how was my sugar? I don't even check it on it
You gotta
anymore.
get out of here.
I swear to God.
After the show, I'm
Should
getting
put
some.
that. Not only
I'm
that.
telling you.
No, I think you should be one of the stores that you publicize. You have it. You get it from Amish. They're very honest, but very greedy people with money. And so a pint that runs me $11 at Whole Food is $26.
What do you wake up with your sugar level in the morning?
I don't anymore. I don't feel nothing no more. I don't even know. I'm like 107, 108,
200 in the morning.
You're crazy. They take
Sometimes
your money.
220.
Well, anything that helped you coming down here and we talking is this
Oh
thing.
yeah, I'll take some camel milk all day.
So I talked to my county executive up north, and some Khwar. He's like a big shot there. He works for me, but he's part-time politician there.
Mhm.
and he's setting up the farm so we can have not the 4 camels because of the milk. I can buy the milk wholesale from the Amish.
To reproduce
No,
the
just
camels?
to start it. Yeah. Well, because
to
they
have
do.
more.
Because they can go from Sahara in Dubai or
Can
Sudan.
they live in this kind of climate?
Yeah. These camels that American allowed to bring here from Australia, they are northern camels.
Come on.
Yeah. In Arizona, there got to be 20,000 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and huge with the Amish people. They control the system. You have to join their membership for $85, and you're allowed to order from them. It's like Costco. You buy a membership, and they're classy. Soap. My whole skin changed. People think I go somewhere and do something with my face. I use Camel soap, 100% Camel soap.
I gotta.
But I'm going to get in your store. I like what you just said.
Honestly, that's
so
what
tell
we
us
do.
a little bit about, you said you're running for election. When is it?
December 10th is the last day to vote.
And at Shenandoah Country Club.
Yep.
So what are you asking people to do?
Basically,
Like
I'm
Nash
asking-
Kanaya, Rod Kathawa, Frank Sittu, Bird Kassab, all the Orams are there. So what are you asking? I like how politicians like you and Paul ask. Honestly, I love that.
I'm
Not a
asking for their
politician.
vote.
You donate into the community. That's what you do.
Listen,
So is you. You were doing
I'm
that.
asking for their vote. I'm volunteering my time. For
But
my
you're already
community.
there now without
Yes.
being on the board.
Huh?
So you're volunteering a lot now.
I'm volunteering on the social committee. So basically, want to take it to another level to get on the board and try to implement other ideas, you know?
And how do they vote for you? You want them to use
Basically,
their ballot? Is this like
basically
an
you get a
absentee?
ballot in the mail if you show it on the camera so people can see it. Basically, you take
I
that.
already just signed it.
You have to vote for 3 people. Make sure one of them's Marvin Jarbo. And then you vote for 2 other people. You put it in the mail, and then basically it works. Just like that.
3 out of 6 are
3
running.
out of 6. You have to vote for
And
3.
you ran before.
I ran last year. I didn't make it. I'm running this year. Hopefully I
You
make
were
it.
how many votes short?
You know what? I can't tell you the exact count, but I know I was shorter than to win. But
when they
yeah. So
they tell you.
basically, I'm gonna run
Paul
this
been
year,
there.
and I'll tell you this much: if I don't win this year, I'll run again next year.
I told Paul that we're gonna keep.
So
running.
Marvin, I want to ask, how many members are there at Shenandoah?
I believe there's almost 1,300 members.
12,
1,300
They're
members.
blocked it. You can't join no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think Bird is there. Like my nephew Bird downstairs. You know, he likes to volunteer his time. I
He
think
volunteers a lot of his time.
well with it for the bishop and our church and Shenandoah.
He does a lot.
But he likes you.
Joe Shalal as well, man.
Joe
He
does
a lot.
too.
He
Yeah.
does a lot. He's a wonderful guy.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
so how do you campaign for this?
Basically, I mean, coming to
So
people like
beautiful, you're
you
looking-
that know the community, that are well
Oh, you came here for that reason?
Yes.
But I liked you. You drove me crazy to meet me.
It's kind of different because it's not like how I did it. I had to put signs and spend money and this and
No,
that.
I
so
mean, basically, it's all
Yeah.
about relationships, you know.
But I love how you join in from family to family. This ain't about it's about Akhni Sarai only,
course.
Chaldean.
You know?
It's not about anybody else.
Whether
إنه ليلة تاني زناقين لارمتوا لي صبروا يا بعدين بتكس ديوخو إلى تناشت to join it. It was open since 1981. I'm sure it'll open up membership again.
And a lot of people say that, John, Kamrio Shenandoah Tani Zanagin Leila. It was open to everybody. Everybody just didn't want to
Yeah,
go.
كل من دي كامر خخني. When I was كبيرة busy, still busy, like I'm بإنجليزي بروني لشامة. كم رياي جان أورم هذا مافيا كل من دي كلك يا ذيلا. بعدين كم رياي called me the president. Yeah, I thought mafia president. Which one was it? So, but Bill Clinton was mafia. But it's a beautiful thing. Marvin.
That's awesome. That's a good one.
Marvin said it. That's why I liked him on the phone. That how far we came. Look how
We
far.
came
We
far.
got a long way to go.
But,
You guys are going to keep us going, the young ones.
Suraya, they'll accomplish anything.
You know why? I come in now.
We're hard workers. You know, we're smart. We
We
have
have a lot of visions.
We don't let failure bother us.
Nothing.
We get up, we dust ourselves off, and we'll do it again.
We're the only community in the United States, I can say that over 150 of us got killed because of businesses. Killed. No Greek, no Arabic people, no Albanian, no
I still
Macedonian.
have that book of all those people. You
Yeah,
know, that
I
book.
play it all the time here.
That's
That
insane.
Channel 4 deal, how the Chaldean and American got killed, including my brother-in-law, Sanduchu. And my brother got shot. Thank God he's still alive, but Corona almost killed him 6 months ago. But he's there. He's good. Just
John, the way we are.
work hard, man.
We work hard, and listen, whatever we do, whatever we spend, wherever we go, we earned it.
And we give back.
We give back.
And we do pay taxes. I mean,
Yes, we do.
Most of them think we don't.
don't.
Beautiful.
Okay, look at our community, how we flourish with everything we do. We drive the economy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Everything.
Everything, whether it's cars, whether it's businesses, what we pay more taxes in 1 year that normal people pay in their whole lifetime.
And people outside of Michigan are saying, how is Michigan so big in the economy business?
It's us driving it.
And they think it's just the automotive industry. It's not just
It's
the
not.
automotive.
We're a larger employer than any big three, they call them here. The big three, no, they don't even count worldwide, automotive-wise. The big foreign, I love how Chrysler commercial says Grand Cherokee. I used to have when I was a kid, right? Now they brought it back, you know? And they say, American flag. You see that commercial? We thank America. It's owned by the people of Netherlands. They don't own Chrysler anymore.
And
We don't-
Mexico and all these.
No, it's owned by them, literally. This ain't about parts being made there. This company, Chrysler, got bought out by the firm in Netherlands, a hedge fund. But they play us, and like when they tell the troop, like I told Doug downstairs today, as in the Navy, thank you, Doug, for serving. I meant it. So my thing is, we will drive America one day. We will somehow.
And we are.
And we are. Our
Look
kids
at
are
all the professionals that
educated and
we've-
all that. But for you to serve in a small little thing, I can't wait to see you
You know
first
what?
succeed.
It's not a small thing to me. This
No,
place,
I'm talking a small thing to the population, but
Oh,
it means
yeah.
so much to you.
Of course,
It means
that's-
so much to. I never thought of it.
I got approached by
till
so
you
many
told me.
people in the club. They said, "Why are you running? You know, why are you doing this?" For me, it means something. Maybe to them, it's self-recognition. For me, it's not.
No, it's not. Everybody. Well, people tell me, why did you do all those? I sleep like a baby. I get up like a baby.
Exactly.
I help tens of thousands of people. As you know, in the wintertime, you know what I do? I probably come to your store. I go around. I don't take nothing for nothing. I pack up my truck and I go feed the homeless, cooked or uncooked. And I give them the clothes on my own. Since it gets cold, next couple of weeks, my kids come with me. And I don't do nothing. Nothing. I just go and feed them or give them the food to cook. Matter of fact, I even sit on the table to eat with them because we appreciate what God did. We are no good without our customers.
100%.
We're no good without our
You're
customers.
nothing without them.
We're nothing without them, and we should put our money where our mouth, mostly wood. So right now I'm working with Malik Shabazz. He's been with the mayor all day. I seen him on front page today because of that killing. The old lady got raped, and they caught 2 guys. And Malik is going to be with us Wednesday here, and he's watching us. And thank you, Malik, for the comment you did today. And we want to work with our community, and I'm sure in Canton you must work hard with your
We
community.
this is our 10th annual year. We raise over 5,000 or more, and we give them to all the veterans.
How?
So we go house to house, and we deliver a meat bundle to all those veterans for over
I
10
like your
years.
style, man. So
So
vote.
you could go on even on the website,
You got any relatives in
easternmarket.canton.com.
Shenandoah or friends? A lot of people like you there.
A lot of people.
They bought tickets from you.
Yeah.
Marvin's not asking for any money. About 100 members went to his party over East Side.
That's awesome.
They did. And he raised, I can't tell you how much because technically.
Hey, it's a good feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, they went up there and backed him.
They drove the over 30 minutes to go in the support, and I highly appreciate it. It's crazy.
You know what? I never let any losses discourage me. A lot of people, when they lose, they get discouraged, they roll up, and they just go away. People like us, it gives us more drive to go back again.
Of course.
If you don't have that drive, you won't be who we are.
So many people told me, they're like, Paul, you didn't lose. It's just you got it out
You
there.
never lose. We said that
And that was a great advice I ever received.
Who are we to come? But you know what? We're always those visionaries. Because 10 years we'll be up in the moon. It don't matter. But respect is important.
كما
احترام.
كاميرا
احترام.
بابي كاميرا كل حياتي لتجربة.
That's
إن
it.
لم جبرت حياة
You'll never know.
you'll never know. The biggest risk in life is not taking it.
Well, I can always say something made war of news. Actually, one of the channels in Canada, special story on me. I bought an island, a boarded up, burned down island, middle of a river in another country. That was it. And they
I
say,
read the article.
they say, oh, he's going to last 3 months, 6 weeks. I lasted 14 years, you know, and it wasn't
you
for
know
the
what?
border crossing. That don't mean you're big, you're happy. You got to be careful. Make sure you don't lose family.
You just didn't last 14 years. You made memories for all those Chaldean people that got on that Bablo boat and went on that island. That
لا
three-decker
بس
boat.
ما زي دقة كنا بلخوا الضلمة
Yeah,
وخلانة
كل وكوباية
وكاميرا. What ice?
وإنشو.
How much ice cream you want? My brother own ice cream was half melted.
You know what? There was a lot of memories made on that island.
Well, Marvin, good luck. Vote for
Good
Marvin
luck.
Jarbo. Is it like a slate or something they need to vote?
You know what? There's a
Check your mail, not like me, right? I check my
exactly.
mail.
Everybody, you get that right there. You see what he's showing?
Right
You
there.
get that letter. You open it up. Vote Marvin
And there's already a
Jarbo.
stamp on here. Shenandoah, see, it makes you. There's a stamp. Marvin Jarbo, for me. Vote for Marvin.
I
And if
appreciate
not,
it.
I'm calling you. And Danny, if you call me, and I know who votes for who, because I get a couple of guys drunk, they tell me who voted. But good luck.
Hey, I
You're a
appreciate
great-
you having
great
me,
man,
man.
A great man.
It was a pleasure.
And Paul, as usual,
We'll see
you
you
gonna
soon.
come here with Shabazz, or where do you got to go? You got a concert or Beach Boys? or
What,
something?
what, it depends
said
what day.
Beach Boys.
Wednesday
Oh, I'll be here.
with Shabazz. You know Shabazz.
I know
well, right?
Shabazz.
He's doing a great job now. So what I want to do, we're going to start Interfaith Council. And back in the 80s and 90s with Coleman Young Sr., we used to have Commander Day. So I used to take police chief of your Canton Township, commander from every precinct. And every year we threw a party in Southfield Manor.
Wow.
Funded by Southfield Manor. We sold tickets, all nonprofit. And so we had a commander and police chief from every town and every city. And we were sold out, 800 people all the time.
We could
because
try that at Shenandoah now.
yeah, 12 people, and you from that neighborhood. Out of 12, it'd be 3 leaders, American Shorta. It was all about law enforcement.
Like
and it'd
Farmington Hills.
and it would be every one of them.
Every single city.
Still all my
Romulus,
best friend.
all of them.
All of them. Every one.
That's nice.
And now back then, we
When
weren't.
was the last time that happened?
When I stopped doing it, back in the 90s when I left
So
for Canada.
Let's get it back going.
Well, we grew, and we're still the same, and we still have same communication problems, so we need to recommunicate again. And I've been talking to the community in Detroit to get it started so we can invite a lot of the chiefs that I still know very close, even if they retired, hundreds of them, still friends of mine. Some of them were regular policemen, used to come drive their chief. Now they are chief.
Of course.
And they say, when are you going to do that? Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
It wasn't just me. It was a team effort.
I'll pull
Rod
something
Cathal is
together.
one of my biggest supporters. What does he do for Shenandoah now?
He's doing a lot for Shenandoah.
No, I mean, is he on the board?
No, he's a president right now.
Love you, Rod. I know. Don't listen to Nash. I know Nash is going to tell you what I said. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marvin
Thanks
Jarbo.
for having us. I really
Thank you,
appreciate
brother.
you, John.
We'll be right back. Thank you.
يمي يا يمي والخاي امي يمي يا يمي والخاي امي ودخيرت بقيناتها حالة يوماثي وشمي ودخيرت بقيناتها حالة يوماثي وشمي يمي يا يمي يا شمشة قدم يا قاوخك بسني وماثا زروثي ينربوثي من نخل نطرا بركاثا يا شمشت قدم ياثا قاوخك بسمي وماثا زروثي ينربوثي من نخت نطرا بركاثا يمي يا يمي والخاي امي يمي يا يمي والخاي امي.
Thank you so much, Akhawatha Khatwatha. We'll be back Wednesday with Malik Shabazz, a community activist, as Chief Thomas said today. And we're going to discuss the relationship between our businesses and the community. And he's the top one I picked, been knowing him for almost 30 years. And he loves the Sahara restaurant. So after we hear Malik, he watches me too. After we hear, we're going to go to Sahara. Not before, because I can't eat Sahara till I finish interviewing you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Love you all. Love you, Yom. Good night. Mwah.